I know a lot of candy.
Miss Gallagher and Miss Davis were teachers then, and she took us girls, and we went to Niagara Falls. That was our 8th grade trip. And I'll never forget it. And Barb and I were in the same class. Do any of you remember the old, what did they call it? The old bathroom.
Oh no! We get flushers.
The inside restroom, you had a boys and of course very fast girls bathroom. But they were the old holding area. And you got this little kid trying to sit on this toilet that looked like it was bottom. It was like, if I fall in there, nobody's ever going to find me.
They won't even try.
And when they do find me, they're not going to want to keep me. So you were very, very careful. And if I remember right, my sister Carol, she's here somewhere, was so afraid of that toilet that I had to take her. They would come and get me, and I had to take her to the bathroom. She would not sit on it.
That's over there.
I had to hold it.
Oh.
But, pictures. Back to middle school, Maridel, her dad, and
She's waving at her daughter-in-law who just showed up.
and their host, Alan. I used to babysit for him. And his sister, Nancy. And their parents were our 4-H leaders. And we had more fun. And Maridel used to cut our hair. That's when the pixie was in style. She'd give us a permanent, and then pixie or cut our hair. And that's. And I remember when the
Myers Lake Road?
Myers Lake Road and
11 Mile? Really?
And I'm moving.
Couple years, 2 years.
When you were starting,
Where's Dion and Kayla?
when you were starting,
Didn't they tell you they were going down there to fish?
Oh, you look fabulous.
Down there by the lake. They're just standing there. There's no boat. Neither one of them have a boat. I was swimming. I wouldn't go look.
Really?
one of the older kids, and when they tardy that,
Not that way.
the Holly
Brianna.
now, they used to,
Brianna.
put tardy and gravel over the top. It was a running, right? Yeah, and the older dad and you, I think, used to escort us little kids after school, escorted us across the road so that we didn't get our feet into that tardy. We always had to so, yes, I remember Bubbles' mother did our bus because she knew that we worked in the field. It was a privilege to be able to go down if you were good. Of course, it was only in my class all the way through school. I think the most in my class was 4. And when I, like I said, when I got out of there, it was only 2 girls in my class. And Walt was a grade ahead of me. And got my grades now. And but we found another naughty girl. To go downstairs and help after lunch. We would go downstairs and we were allowed to help do the dishes. And And that was a big thing.
What a gift. Here, keep it work.
Compound on the floor. And we thought that was just a because we didn't have to be upstairs.
Yeah, I
We used to walk to school too. Uphill both ways. A mile and a half. We lived on Sharon. And
maybe he's just weird. The guys like him because
surprising. I'm going to tell a story about it. Go out there and pet that horse. Well, he did. He walked out there. But I don't think he got to pet the horse because the horse turned and kicked him right in the... And we had to help him get home because he had a black and blue hoof print right on his leg and that. And, but he survived and we all survived. And we had a good time at Stinson. And I know there's a lot of some of you, the younger ones, like the Root girls, Brenda, they used to babysit my kids. And I used to babysit, let me see, whose kids did I babysit? Nancy. I gave the Eberlein's kids, Alan and Nancy. So, but they were good kids. I always had a good time with Alan. Hey, Alan, where is he?
Alan liked to eat.
Alan?
Yes?
I love babysitting for this kid. He was a terror. He was never wanted to go to bed at night. Uh-oh. Okay, I better get off of here, but like I said, I graduated from, was second generation to graduate from Brockford High School. I graduated in 1962, and I now have both of my sons and two of my grandchildren have also graduated from Rockford High School. But I graduated in 1962, and my stepsons, some of you might remember these kids, was Dean, Dale, and Marv Hyder, and they went to school. They are my stepsons. Yep, I am married to their father. So.
Oh my God, he always had a loose tooth and he would never pull it.
Yeah.
He always left it there and
Yeah.
like, pull it. He had it for years.
But so those are my stepsons. So I have 2 sons of my own and 3 stepsons, 5 granddaughters, 5 grandsons, and 4 great-granddaughters.
I'm her older sister, Sharon, and I graduated from Stinson in '50. It was just a one-room school when I went there. I remember the toilets like she had. Oh, like this? Okay, well, I never used a microphone. But I can remember a story about, I heard about her. I was out of Stinson before she started. And I remember she used to take all the boys down out on the playground and kiss them. That's the story I heard anyway. But anyway, I didn't get out of there until '50. So we had hot lunches, I think one year before I got out of there. Mrs. Allersma, who used to live right across the road in the little house there on the corner, she used to make a pot of like goulash or stuff, different, one dish pots of food. And if we were lucky, some of us older kids got to go across the street and carry the meal back to the school so we could eat it. And so we thought that was a big deal, going over and carrying that meal back. And I don't remember, probably somebody took the dirty pan back too, I don't know. But anyway, it was just a one-room school, and I had Mrs. Sipple, Mrs. Kerr, and Mrs. Harris for a teacher. And we used to play out too. We could go out and play. There used to be a swamp back down there. We used to go play around that swamp. And up to the north of the school, back of the school, up on a hill there, we used to play. But nobody was watching us. We just go, you know, stuff. We used to have a good time. But I guess that's all that really went on that I can really remember. But there was 6 of us in our graduating class. It was 5 girls and 1 boy. And we all got to go. Our teacher took us to Chicago on a train for 2 or 3 days. Our mothers formed a mothers club and had popcorn sales at school and did stuff to make the money for us to go on this trip. So I guess that's all I got to say.
I'm Marv Schwartz.
Louder, Marv.
I'm Marv Schwartz. My family, we used to live in the house behind the parking lot here. It's no longer thanks to the park here and the projects, but we moved here on August 27th, 1953, and there were 7 of us. There's Arnold, Rosie, Janice, my brother Skip, myself, my younger sister Deb, and brother Mark. And there's 6 of us here today. We're all enjoying the day, and I'm just so thankful that you all came out. And it just goes to show me how proud you all were to be Stinson Stinkers. Good old moniker there, but I had teachers like Mrs. Nielsen, I believe it was, Sally Hunter, Terry Brooks, Mr. Szymanski, Mrs. Wooster. That's about all I can remember of the teachers right now, but sandburrs and softball games, flag football, touch football, and a little bit of volleyball. Used to play like Cortland and Griswold and 1 or 2 other little schools here, and it's just a great time. But a little bit about the lake here. Used to have the 12 by 12 foot raft out there. And this was just open road, and being living over there all the way around the circle. Cars just parked both sides of the roads. But we'd get out there on that raft and just take one person to slide over to one corner, and the whole thing would go whoosh. And I really enjoyed pulling the plugs on the air mattresses. A lot of girls from the North New area, north end of Grand Rapids and stuff used to come out here too. It's just a lot of fun, and there's so many memories out here. And just trying to think of a couple other things here, but I'm not as good as these gals are with this thing, I guess. But it was just an enjoyable time, and I guess past spring I was riding around the lake over there by Mrs. Cornwall, and Alan was just having to bring Kathy in from a doctor's appointment. And I stopped in and I said, "Hey, how would you like a visitor?" Well, it ended up being like about 3 hours. In the meantime, Steve had called up, talked to him a little bit, and he said, "Well, what about a reunion?" And I said, "Steve," I says, "you want to take charge of that, baby? I'll help you out." But here we stand, Steve, Alan, and myself, and they hooked up with Sue over here, Baker. That's Rita. And it just went. Got a couple of things going on Facebook, and everybody just seemed to fall right in line, contacting everybody, and it's just been a great time. And once again, just appreciate you all coming out. Forever live the Stinks and Stinkers.
Who else wants to talk? Because we're going to go for boat rides, or we can, the people are waiting for us, an open house down to the school if you want to look at the old school and see what they've done to it.
Got somebody right here. Oh, there's one more. Yep.
If you want to come and visit the Stinson School, we can carpool. There's parking for about 10, and if we can park north of the school, there's a large driveway, and then also there's a spot to pull up. So if you're going to come back, see if you can carpool. If you're not going to come back, best thing probably to do is if you can park either right next to the school and stay off Myers Lake, or park on north and up the hill there on the gravel. But there's probably room for about 10. He's expecting us what I'll do is I'll come and I'll stand where we can park so I can direct people who are going to park. They want us to come through the very front door, and it's a lot different than it was when we all went to school there, so we're going to have to sort of take, we can't all go in at once. And so, you know, if a few of you want to kind of wait, I don't know, Steve, you want to, Steve, are we going to take pictures there?
Yeah, we want to take a picture of everybody in front of the school.
Okay, so if you want your picture taken, get through the school, and then maybe stand off in the shade and let everybody else go through. There's not enough space for all of us to go through at the one time, okay? So I will be standing where the parking is and directing parking. The owner is Chris. He's got a little one. His wife's not there. He's very nice, and say hi to Chris. If you have pictures that show the inside of the school, please bring those because he would love to see them. And if we can get them copied, just see me because I can get them copied and get to them, or we can maybe post them on the website because he's very interested in seeing pictures from the inside from years ago. Okay?
How about parking?
Never knew I could.
What?
Larry's parking.
Okay.
Right, exactly.
Okay, if we run out of parking, we can go over there. But I don't like people park, you know, crossing.
Now I'm going to North Carolina.
So look for me, and I'll direct parking. But if you carpool, great. If not, we'll just make do.
Stand up, Mark.
Right, that's right.
We're all coming back here afterwards so you can go for boat rides.
Yeah, if you want a boat ride, you come back.